Shalom, shalom. This is your brother Tazaya Amar of GMS Valdosta, Georgia, coming out with another weekly lesson. And I pray that it be edifying as well as informative. But first, we want to give all praises and glorifications to Yahweh, by Hashem Yahweh Shai, by Hashem Rikakadash. Double honors to our apostles, bishops, and elders of Great Millstone for teaching us the true knowledge and understanding of these scriptures. I want to say shalom and a hug to all the Aquas and Aquas that are striving and thriving in this same 100% true doctrine. Shalom. Today's lesson is based upon, it's titled after a conversation I had with my sister a couple of days ago. And we were discussing the situation with Nolan Wells, about Nolan Wells rather, and she made a statement that stayed on my mind, and the statement was that they may have gotten by, but they haven't got away, and that's what I titled this lesson. They may have got by, but they haven't got away. And this situation with Nolan Wells is just one of a thousand. This is just one of the few that we know about. There's countless. Nolan Wells, Kendrick Johnson, Trayvon Martin, Emmett Till. The list is, hey, there's no end to it. And people are steady coming up, unalive, with no explanation. And majority of them are being ruled suicide. And with that being said, I'm going to go to the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 25, and Deuteronomy chapter 5, start at verse 17. Remember what Amalek did unto thee by the way, when you were come forth out of Egypt, how he met thee by the way, and smote the hindmost of thee, even all that were feeble behind thee, when thou wert faint and weary, and he feared not the Most High. That's the Most High. That's Moses reminding the people, the Israelites, what they went through, and not to forget what Esau done. Therefore it shall be, when the Lord thy power has given thee rest from all thine enemies round about, in the land which the Most High thy power giveth thee for an inheritance to possess it, that thou shalt blot out the remembrance of Amalek from under heaven, thou shalt not forget it. And these devils quick to tell you, just get over it. There's nothing to see here. Countless people's coming up unalive, and they tell you that, hey, they committed suicide. There was one incident where a young man had a broken leg, a broke arm, his hands tied behind his back, and somehow or another he managed to hang himself. Make that make sense. That's just to show you how deceitful these devils are. And they are the devil. In the book of Numbers, chapter 24, starting at verse 17. I shall see him, but not now. I shall behold him, but not now. There shall come a star out of Jacob, and a scepter shall rise out of Israel, and shall smite the corner of Moab, and destroy all the children of Sheph. And Edom shall be a possession. Seals also shall be a possession for his enemy, and Israel shall do valiantly. These devils are going to be a possession. We are in their hands now. But hey, the tide's gonna turn. Hey, the cream gonna rise to the top. Thus said the Most High Yahweh Shema Shai. And all, not only Edom, but the other nations that had maybe didn't have a hand in all the atrocities that were committed against us, but they were complicit. So hey, they got a judgment coming too. Thus said the Most High Yahweh Shema Shai. The book of Malachi. The book of Malachi, chapter 1, starting at verse 1. And now, O ye priests, this commandment is for you. If ye will not hear, and if ye will not lay it to heart, to give glory unto my name, said the Most High of Hosts, I will even send a curse upon you, and I will curse your blessing. Yea, I have cursed them already, because ye do not lay it too hard. That's come from being hard-headed. A lot of these things that are happening to Jake is because, hey, you're stiff-necked. You don't want to come back to these law, statutes, and commandments. And even though that's Malachi chapter 2, starting at verse 1, that was a good scripture. So yeah, that's to remind us that, hey, we got judgment too if we don't do what thus said the Most High. Now going back to the book of Malachi chapter 1, verse 1. The burden of the word of the Most High to Israel by Malachi. I have loved you, said the Most High Yahweh. Yet ye say, wherein hast thou loved us? Was not Esau Jacob's brother, said the Most High? Yet I loved it Jacob, and I hated Esau, and laid his mountain and his heritage waste for the dragon of the wilderness. Whereas Edom said, we are impoverished, but we will return and build the desolate places. Thus said the Most High Yahweh host, they shall build, but I will throw down. Check out that vernacular that the Most High is using. That sounds just like Jake, doesn't it? Edom said, we are impoverished, but we will return and build the desolate places. Thus said the Most High of hosts, they shall build, but I will throw down. And they shall call them the border of wickedness, and the people against whom the Most High Yahweh has indignation forever. And that indignation is the same indignation that they have for us. That perpetual hatred that they have for us, the Most High Yahweh Shema Shai got that same perpetual hatred for them. And they're going to come on the end of his wrath. Thus said the Most High Yahweh Shema Shai. The book of Amos. All these mighty prophets got a message to Esau, Edom, Idumean, also known as the white man. Amos chapter 1 and verse 11. Amos chapter 1 verse 11. Thus said the Most High Yahweh, for 3 transgressions of Edom, and for 4, I will not turn away the punishment thereof. So hey, Esau, Edom, so-called white man, you got a judgment coming, and ain't no getting around it. You can whitewash all the atrocities. You can sweep all of them up under the rug. But the Most High Yahweh Shema Shai got a record that's clear cut, and he got an account of everything. And as my sister said, you might have got by, but you didn't get away. And there's going to be a price to pay. That's a t-shirt. Amos chapter 1, starting again at verse 11. Thus said the Most High Yahweh, for 3 transgression of Edom, and for 4, I will not turn away the punishment thereof, because he did pursue his brother with the sword, and did cast off all pity, and his anger did tear perpetually, and he kept his wrath forever. And the same suit worn over, hey, Yahweh by Shem Avashai got it for you. So hey, get ready. But I will send a fire upon Teman, which shall devour the palace of Bozrah. You know, the elite of the elite gonna get destroyed with fire. The palace of Bozrah, your whole kingdom, is gonna taste the wrath of the Most High Yahweh Shem Avashai. Thus said the Most High Yahweh, for 3 transgression of the children of Ammon, and for 4, I will not turn away the punishment thereof, because they have ripped it up the women with child of Gilead, that they might enlarge their borders. And that's just what these devils do. They have an insatiable appetite for blood. The book of Ezekiel, chapter 35, starting at verse 1. Moreover, the word of the Most High came unto me, saying, Son of man, set thy face against Mount Seir, and prophesy against it. And that's what we do. And say unto it, Thus said the Most High Yahweh. This is not our words, it's his words. Behold, O Mount Seir, I am against thee, thus said the Most High Yahweh. And I will stretch out my hand against thee, and I will make thee most desolate. So hey, the things that you put up through, you're going to get double. Thus said the Most High Yahweh by Shem Avashai. So get ready. I will lay that city waste, and thou shalt be desolate. And thou shalt know that I am the Most High Yahweh by Shem Avashai. And because thou hast had a perpetual hatred, and hast shedded the blood of the children of Israel by the force of the sword in the time of their calamity, in the time that their iniquity had an end. But you furthered the affliction. You went overboard. You know, even though the Most High put us in your hand, you wasn't supposed to do all the wicked and evil shit that you did, but you did it anyway. Therefore, as I live, said the Most High Yahweh, I will prepare thee unto blood, and blood shall pursue thee. Since thou hast not hated blood, even blood shall pursue thee. Hey, you live by the sword, you're going to die by the sword. Thus will I make Mount Seir most desolate, and cut off from it him that passeth out, and him that returneth. In other words, there's no getting away. And in the words of my sister once again, you might have got by, but you didn't get away. You can run, but you can't hide. You can delay, but hey, one day you're going to have to pay. And with that, I'm going to go to the close out with the book of Obadiah. Another mighty prophet. Obadiah, verse 1, chapter 1, verse 1. The vision of Obadiah, thus said the Most High Yahweh concerning Edom. We have heard a rumor from the Most High Yahweh, and an ambassador is sent among the heathen. Arise ye, and let us rise up against her in battle. Behold, I have made thee small among the heathen. Thou art greatly despised. All the other nations, hey, they got a beef with you. They hate you. Behold, I have made thee small among the heathen. Thou art greatly despised. They love you with the same hatred that you hated the children of Israel with. The pride of thine heart has deceived thee, thou that dwellest in the cleft of the rocks, whose habitation is high, that says in his heart, who shall bring me down to the ground? The Most High Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai gonna bring you down. Ain't that's what he said? Didn't he say you shall build and he was gonna throw down? He gonna do exactly what he said he gonna do. Though thou exalt thyself as the eagle, and though thou set thy nest among the stars, this will I bring thee down, said the Most High Yahweh. And no matter how high you get, where you run to, you can run to even if you ran to another planet, hey, the Most High Yahweh Bashem shall hunt you down. You can go up under the sea, come in there and come up under the sea and get you. You can go in the mountains, which a lot of y'all already have. Already got them doomsday bunkers in the mountains. But hey, they gonna probably end up being your tomb if we don't come in there and get you out. And with that being said, you got a price to pay, Esau. And I wouldn't want to be in your shoes for all the money or anything in the world. No reparation, you keep your reparation. You can keep all your wicked devices on this side of this kingdom. But when our kingdom come into play, oh man, what a time, what a time. And with that being said, I'm going to close out by giving all praises and glorification to Yahweh, by Hashem Yahweh Shai, by Hashem Rekakadash. Double honors to our apostles, bishops, and elders of Great Millstone for teaching us the true knowledge and understanding of these scriptures. I want to say Shalom and Ahar to all the Aquans and Aqua that are striving and thriving in this same 100% true doctrine. Shalom.